Today, we are focused on the Texas real estate exam, specifically how to correctly handle property identification and the sales price breakdown on the TREC 1 to 4 family residential contract. These sections are critical and frequently tested. For property identification, found in paragraph 2, the exam will test your knowledge of what constitutes a valid legal description. Simply using a street address is not enough. The contract requires the lot, block, and addition, which you can find on the County Appraisal District website or the seller's deed. An inadequate legal description, such as one that isn't specific enough to distinguish the property from all others, can make the contract unenforceable. The exam loves to trip you up on this. For example, a question might describe a rural property as 15 acres on County Road 5, which is an invalid description. You must be able to identify that a proper legal description is required for a valid contract. Paragraph 2 also details what conveys with the property, covering improvements and accessories. Improvements are things permanently installed, like the house itself, while accessories include items like window shades and garage door openers. A classic exam trap involves fixtures. If a seller wants to keep their custom dining room chandelier, it must be explicitly listed in paragraph 2D, exclusions. If it's not excluded, it stays with the property. Remember this phrase: if it's attached, it's a fixture, unless excluded in 2D. This will help you correctly answer questions about what a buyer is entitled to at closing. Now let's move to paragraph 3, the sales price. This section seems simple, but the exam expects you to understand its formula. The cash portion plus the financing amount equals the total sales price. You must ensure these numbers are accurate and consistent with the financing addendum. A common exam question will present a scenario where the down payment and loan amount do not add up to the sales price, and you must identify this as an error. For instance, if the sales price is $300,000, the cash portion is $60,000, and the loan amount is $250,000. The math is incorrect, and the contract is flawed. This section works hand in hand with the Third Party Financing Addendum. This addendum is where you detail the specifics of the loan, including the type, amount, interest rate, and term. The exam will test your understanding of how these documents relate. For example, the loan amount in paragraph 3B of the contract must match the loan amount specified in the financing addendum. Any discrepancy can create a contractual issue. A key trap is leaving blanks. Every blank on the contract must be filled in. If a term is not applicable, use NA or a 0. An exam question might show you a contract with a blank in the exclusions section or financing details, and you need to know that this ambiguity makes the contract problematic. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.